Hi, how you guys doing? Today we're going to feature a guitar from Gibson. This is the Gibson Les Paul Traditional in Manhattan Midnight. If you're new to this channel, you might just want to subscribe to this channel and press the bell for notification of future videos that follow and be part of the Patreon to support this channel. I would appreciate it. I want to thank my friend Huck for passing me this guitar for review. Now, this was procured in 2019, and it is manufactured in 2019. So this is the traditional Gibson Les Paul. The thing about the Les Paul traditional was it followed the standard, or rather the old standard Les Paul that was released way back, in the 59 to 61, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I'm not a Gibson Les Paul aficionado, like I do not know the history accurately, but this was made to kind of mimic the old guitars, and it features a lot of stuff that is absent from the newer standard Les Paul that has been coming out in recent years. Behind me, you see a traditional standard Pro. So this is very different from this, and we're going to talk about the various difference between these two guitars, especially between like a traditional guitar like this and the standard one as opposed to the classic, So you have a very nice Manhattan midnight finish, really nice bluish, dark bluish tint. You have a double A figured maple top with a mahogany back and side. And then you have a mahogany neck. You have a rosewood fretboard with the acrylic trapezoid fret inlays, medium jumbo frets, 12-inch fret radius with a normal C-shaped neck profile, bone nut. All right, and you have Tucson style tuners, all right, the old ones. These are non-locking, like what's been featured now in the standard. You also have a a truss rod cover with the word traditional, all right. So this is a traditional Les Paul, and then you have a three-way pickup selector switch and two humbuckers for the neck as well as the bridge. You also have an ABR-1 Tune-o-matic bridge as well as a stop tail, and two sets of volume and tone right at the bottom here. No split claw, right? Not like the new ones, right, these days. Nice cream binding, right, side. Now the finish is gloss nitrocellulose lacquer, and I think it looks pretty awesome, right? In terms of the way it plays, it feels like the traditional Pro or even my classic behind, but I think the classic has a little bit more tapered down neck, really interesting. Plays like the traditional Pro that I have behind me, which is given to me by my friend Alex. In terms of weight, this is heavy. So there's no chambering done on this guitar, unlike this guitar behind me, which I think has a 9-hole chamber everywhere in the guitar, so making it a little bit lighter. This is like one whole big chunk of mahogany wood, and plus everything in it. So yeah, it's going to be a chore to carry around on stage, especially if you're like a skinny guy like me, but if you're well built, like Huck is, my friend is, yeah, Huck and Hulk, yeah. Anyway, he's well built, so it's not a problem for him. In terms of playability, so the neck is easy to play with its jumbo frets. These are like medium jumbo frets, really easy to play. The sound of the breastbuckers is so reminiscent of the OPF style pickups, very reminiscent of the sound I heard when I first started playing a Les Paul back when I was 17 years old in the studios, the rehearsal studios that we have in Singapore. And it just reminds me of that kind of feel, which is so nice, And you can rock out with this guitar. You can play blues, you can play jazz, you can play pop, anything with it, if you can continue standing with this thing on your neck. If you like to see your chiropractor a lot, yeah, maybe this is the guitar to go for. But other than that, it's a great guitar. It's a great sounding guitar, very unique sounding. Very different from this guitar, the modern ones. Yeah, very different from the classics that I have, because they have totally different pickups, more high output, more modern sounding. There are a couple of differences between the standard and the traditional models. The standard has a compound radius of 10 to 12 in most cases, and the traditional has a set fret radius of 12-inch. The second being the traditional has a slightly chunkier neck as opposed to the standard, which has a little bit of a slim taper off. And number three is that you have no weight relief on the traditional, whereas the standard has weight relief, like I said, 9 holes chambered, so you get a little bit of a weight relief. Number 4 is that the Standard has lock-in tuners these days. This do not have a lock-in tuner, but they're all close to the style. So there you have it. This is the Les Paul 2019 traditional model, which I believe has been discontinued. But you can still find some of these hanging around in Reverb or in eBay. Great guitar, like I said, great playing guitar, great sounding guitar if you can stand the weight of this. Right? There's no weight relief in this guitar whatsoever. Cool. Let me know what do you think about this guitar and leave your comments in the comment section down below. I want to hear from you. Again, I want to thank Hawk for letting me have this opportunity to play on his Les Paul traditional. Right? If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe to this channel, feel free to do it and press the bell to notification of future videos that followed, and be part of patrons to support this channel. I would appreciate it. I want to thank all my patrons for the wonderful love, the friendship, and the support. Thank you so much, guys. So in the meantime, you guys please take care of yourself, and I'll see you real soon. Arrivederci.